Hey, welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. Chuck here. We have a list of 10 properties in total, and this week might be a little tricky to get all the videos out every day. We sent a link yesterday. I know definitely on Thursday I'm going to have to send a link out, but today we have video, which is good. So Cavanaugh starts us off $399. It's a 3-story, so it's a village townhouse, and there's one at $398. I've got a client who's got the same model as the $398 one. And so when you do the research, you find out in the last 6 months and historically period, the highest sale for that particular model, which is a Woodbine, is $382. Highest sale ever for village towns is $389, and that's even gone up quite substantially from last year. So I look at the $399 and I'm just not sure the world is ready yet for that kind of pricing on these homes. But all it takes is one of them, and that's the lesson we've learned from the village towns especially, is that they'll go and then boom, and then they'll just pop up because of 1 or 2 sales. It also goes the other way too. If there's 1 or 2 bad sales, it can really start to kind of downgrade the market a little bit. So it's almost like I look at the village towns, which are the 3 stories with the single car garage, as almost like the stock market. Like they have definitely a bit of an up and down and a ebb and flow. I've used the term in Milton Daily Homes before. We call it high tide, low tide on them. Cavanaugh is $429. It's an Emery model, 1370 square feet. Nice looking floors. We have seen Emery sell in the $420 to $430 range. It's possible. That's probably Louis Saint Laurent just over on the side. You can see the hydro lines right there. You're going to have to put some fencing in. You know, it's a nice model. People like the floor plan. It's pretty balanced. If you type in Madame Emery in Google, you can find the floor plan. I think at $419 it would be much more compelling, but who knows? Maybe putting it at this price gets them a few more $1,000s at the end of the day. Fitzgerald is $439. It is a semi-detached with a finished basement, more than 1,500 square feet. So on paper, it has more value than the previous one on Cavanaugh at $429. However, it's an older house, right? So you do find that there's more mature trees, but you may be closer to things like roof and furnace needing replacing. Featherstone is probably about the same age. It's south of Main Street, whereas the one on Fitzgerald is just north. $519 is the price. It's a detached home on a nice 100-foot property. Finished basement. I don't have a lot of extra information. It looks like they're holding back on offers until November 2nd. Being that this is a 1.5 car garage, which is what they put in the description here. Actually, they say garage, but we can't fault the agent all the time for that. Sometimes it's just reception putting it in. Anyway, 1.5 car garage is much closer in value to a 1 car garage than a 2. Now the nice thing is you might be able to put 2 cars in the driveway. This would be a high price for this area, so we'll see what happens with it. And there is some competition on Alexander and so on. So Clark Boulevard is $649. It looks like either a Winter Grove or an Upland model. So about 2,400 square feet. It kind of, I think it's the Upland. I don't see the $649. I think you can get a lot more for your money than this particular home. People like the split level design, or they walk in and they absolutely detest it and they can't stand it. It's not even really that close to the go, and yes, it's not far from the park. I believe this one's right across the street from the green space. Schreier is $679. If you look at where it is, on a map, I believe that it's a Plan 7 model. It's hard to tell on the street because Google will kind of zoom you through, but Plan 7, 2,436 square feet if it's the one that I think it is, plus a finished basement. 9-foot ceilings on the main level make a big difference with this one. I don't know, it seems pretty high. Like even with the finished basement, I would expect it to be a little closer to the mid 6s than that price range. Mara is $955. It's a big home. It's 3,700 square feet plus a finished basement. I believe you do back onto Hawthorne Village School with this home. I've checked it in the past. So you've got separate living, dining on either side, tiles on diagonal. You've got your iron pickets on the stairs. Crown moldings. It's got a ton of upgrades. Like even the entertainment unit, the Madame kitchen has been ripped out and replaced. It's probably a little ornate for my taste, but I have a feeling there's somebody out there that's going to really dig this kitchen. It's definitely high end. And down in the basement, you've got more built in. So whoever owned this home at some point was probably a cabinet maker, because there's quite a bit in this home here. They were at, I think, $979. They're down to $955. You could probably count on two hands the number of homes in the last year and a half that have sold over $900,000. So it seems like there's a pulse to that price range too. And because there haven't been a lot of precedents recently, it's much harder to kind of push that through. The thing that people will pay for above 900 from my experience is privacy. So it's got the school behind, so you don't always get the privacy during the week, but during the weekend there's nobody there. So maybe on the privacy, maybe on the price. We have three more. Let's go over to the first one here on the Oakville Milton board, 1148 Davis. And so I'm not sure how close it is on Main. I didn't have a chance to look at it on the map. It looks like it's got a pie-shaped lot. I don't know why that's necessary. I mean, it's pretty obvious it's 1148 Davis. They could have turned the camera around and maybe shown us some different angles. I guess this kind of view actually has the visual illusion of making rooms look longer. And there you go. It's nothing really that amazing inside. That's the only shot of the yard. So I would think with a big pie-shaped lot that you could probably showcase that a little bit more versus showing the address sign. It's an end unit townhouse. It's got the big yard. It's a pretty big house actually. But the finishes, they're going to get beat by homes like the one on Cavanaugh for sure. We've got Foster Court, which is just off of Hayward. Original kitchen, painted nice. You know, they got the green apples. They're trying hard to showcase it as like a modernized kitchen. And it looks nice. There's nothing wrong with it there. And so it's a back split. To me, the price seems a little bit high for the single car garage. You know, they're not that far off, but it just seems like they're edging a little bit on the high side. And Sunnyvale is $579. There's no picture here. I looked it up on a map, and so you're probably backing onto the school. It looks like the roof's been done from when this picture was taken, which is September 2012. So that's about all we have on that one there. There's no photos yet. If it's half decent inside, they do sell for this kind of price. We've seen that over and over in Dorset Park and some of the homes in this area. This is kind of the range for a decent looking home with a double garage. When you get over 600, it's usually because of upgrades or generally like a pool or something like that. So it seems like it's good. Wait for the photos. These links are real broker MLS links, so as soon as the photos are updated, within 30 seconds they're up on the links. You just need to refresh them. And that's the list for today. So a couple without photos, but that's how it goes sometimes. If you have any questions, give us a call, and we'd be glad to help you. And we'll show you anything in this list. Anything listed by any company is listed on our website, and we're getting really close. I've said this for 6 or 7 months now. I can't help it. I'm not the web designer, but the new Daily Home site is coming soon, and it looks great. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day.